Texas state government did decide they would change one thing in the wake of what happened at West Texas. Back to our friend Chase Koch. The Dallas Morning News reports that in May of this year, a few months after Chase Koch, the head of fertilizer for Koch Industries, a few months after Chase Koch discovered his newfound love and affection for Greg Abbott, to whom he had never given money before, a few months after Chase Koch's first time ever $25,000 donation Abbott, and another $50,000 at least from other Koch entities, including Chase Koch's dad, Charles. According to the Dallas Morning News, a few months after that money came in, and the Koch brothers flew Greg Abbott out to one of their Meet the Candidate retreats with lots of other rich donors, Greg Abbott did decide that he was going to change one thing in Texas about storing dangerous chemicals there. And specifically storing chemicals like ammonium nitrate fertilizer, which almost wiped one Texas town off the map. He did decide he was going to change one thing. He decided that the public would no longer be allowed to know where large quantities of explosive chemicals were stored in Texas. In May, Greg Abbott, as Attorney General of the state of Texas, he issued the one change in law or policy that has happened in Texas since the explosion in West. He said that state agencies henceforth, quote, must withhold this information from the public. Why should the state now start keeping secret from the people in Texas this information that people used to be able to get? Why should this now be secret? Now that we've had this great disaster and everybody's worried about it, why can't we know now? We used to be able to know. This was Greg Abbott's response.
You know, Jay, you know where they are. If you drive around, let's bear this down. If you're living in West Texas, you know that there's some facility there, and you have the right to ask the people in West Texas, hey, what chemicals do you have in there?
Just drive around. Just drive around. If you see something near your kid's school or near your house that looks chemically, just drive over there and regulate it yourself. The official advice from Republican-controlled Texas state government to the citizens of that state is that Texas residents should go door to door in their communities trying to surmise whether or not there might be any dangerous chemicals stored in any facilities nearby. However, Greg Abbott is running a Koch Industries-supported campaign for governor in Texas on a platform that includes his idea that the solution to this happening in one little Texas town is that you should no longer be allowed to know if this is a possibility in your town, too.